News Talk 1070 KHMO from the Hannibal LaGrange University studios. Knowledge for service at HLGU. We are 11 minutes past 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Time for the latest installment in our continuing series as we feature the agencies that benefit from the United Way of the Mark Twain area. And, of course, that means that Denise Dameron is here.
Yes, good Tuesday morning.
Yes, and it's good in that it's raining out there this morning.
Yes, we were talking before. I have some sheep fence to move at my house. One of those glamorous things I do in my free time.
Oh, yeah.
And it is stuck so hard in the dry ground. I'm like, yes, rain. Rain. I'll be able to pull the stakes and then we can be able to move it so our sheep can have nice, green, fresh pastures.
All that good stuff.
Oh,
yes,
exactly.
Indeed. Yeah, and this is, and once again, you have brought a representative of one of the agencies that benefits from the United Way, another one who dwells under the Douglas umbrella.
Yes, indeed. And actually, he wears several hats as well, and we'll only be focusing on one of those hats today. Okay. But with me this morning is Mr. Jared Moore. Jared oversees several programs. His official title is the Youth Services Director. But this morning, we're going to be talking about Kids in Motion.
Yes, Jared, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks, Denise. Good to be here with you, Harold.
You've been with us before, and of course, we've had Kids in Motion as a focus for many years on this air during these times. But I wouldn't think there'd be anybody that would not know what Kids in Motion is all about. But for anyone who might not be aware, fill us in on the Kids in Motion program.
Yeah, absolutely. Kids in Motion has been a program here in Hannibal for over 20 years now. And what we do is we help middle school age students. We specifically try to target those who are at risk or who are underserved in our community. And we give them the skills that they need to have success as an adult. And what that's traditionally looked like was an 8-week summer work program where we take about 30 students here in Hannibal, about 20 in Bowling Green, and we do some service projects out in the community, and they get some financial incentives for that. So they're able to attach hard work with financial gain, and that's such an important skill for students to learn.
Yeah.
So what happened this summer, Jared?
This summer was great. It was crazy. Like every program out there, we've been impacted by the COVID situation, and Douglas has really prided ourselves in maintaining service to our constituents. So this summer, we weren't able to do an in-person gathering, but we were still able to keep the students connected. We did a lot of virtual work with them. We gave them weekly challenges for them to complete in their home and in their neighborhood. Some really interesting things. So they were able to earn some gift cards doing that. So we're still able to keep that financial incentive part in there for them.
And I appreciated the creativity that went into that. You didn't fold up shop and say, no, we'll just reconvene later. It's like, hold on, let's think, let's do this differently, and let's figure out a way to ensure that kids are still learning these skills. And I think some of the things you guys did were really fun.
Yeah, they were. So we wanted to still have it be a service to the community in a safe manner. So we had the kids one week do some creative projects to mail off to the nursing homes so those residents can still feel connected to the community. We had them take a garbage bag around their neighborhood and do some community cleanup that way. We had them, one thing that was kind of dear to my heart is we had them interview a person who was 2 generations away from themselves, and it really gave them perspective about life, perspective about how to deal with some of the things that they're going through from the perspective of an older adult. So we really feel like it was still a benefit to them this summer.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. You talk about that, and we don't have enough of that. We don't have, the youngsters, they need to sit down with their, it'd be their great grandparents' generation, that sort of thing. We think we're living through some tough stuff. You get into those older generations, and you ain't seen tough.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Right.
So just to open up those channels of communication, to teach the kids to respect those who have already lived a good portion of their life and to learn from them. That's a value we want our youth to know. And so that's a part of Kids in Motion, is to respect their community and to respect their elders.
And the proof is looking around the community, as you say, Kids in Motion's been around for over 20 years, and the people that have taken leadership positions, responsibility positions, have become leaders of one sort or another in their community who have been through the Kids in Motion program.
Yeah, absolutely. Even here in Hannibal, some of our firemen, some of the people who service in the police department, they've gone through the Kids in Motion program. So as
You should get some like alumni buttons or something for them to wear.
like a Kids in Motion calendar. Every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, they're all around us, and so these are our ambassadors. These are the ones who help to plug the program for us in the community. But one of the things about Kids in Motion that I think is great is that we aren't a program that's built on outside grants or anything like that. We are a home supported program, and it's not something that we could do without community partners like the United Way. All of our funding comes local into Kids in Motion.
Yeah, this is a completely homegrown. I mean, anybody that knows the history of Kids in Motion know it was born by two or three ladies sitting around a table at the Mark Twain dinette. Back all those years ago. I worked with one of the ladies that was involved in that. Sherry Steinman worked here for many, many, many years, and just a neat. And I apologize for not remembering the other names that were a part of that. But yeah,
that'll be in our calendar.
Yeah, there you go.
The history of and the alumni spotlights that we're going to decide to say.
But we say all that to say that, yeah, this is not something that was a branch of something that started across the country or anything. This is a Hannibal born and bred.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So what is Kids in Motion going to look like as we head into the fall of 2020?
Yeah, so something that we had started in the 2019 school year was we wanted to have a greater impact in the students' lives than just the 8-week summer program. So we worked hard to recruit students from the middle school last year to do an after-school program where we met with them once a month. We talked about life skills, and we tried to get some of those team-building skills in them to head into the summer program. So of course that's going to look a little bit different this year.
Thank you, 2020.
Yes, and it's been fantastic. So we're having to remain flexible. We're having to be creative in how we interact with the students. So we have a couple plans on the table. If we are able to do in-person gatherings, which we aren't right now, what we hope to do is to have a once-a-month programming gathering with the students where we do talk about those skills, and then have another gathering that month to do a service project in the community to still stay connected to that core value with Kids in Motion. And if we can't do that, we go on to plan number 212, revision B.
I loved that when he sent that. I was like, so what is Kids in Motion doing? He's like, well, we are on plan revision, and I was like, loved it.
Yeah, we'll continue to do online work with the students, and it's great now that the school district has provided the Chromebooks. They're providing internet access to the families that need that. So we're really set up for success this year, either way.
And of course, as always, for our purposes here this morning, a key part of you being able to do what you do is your affiliation with the United Way.
Yes, absolutely. We're so grateful for Denise. We're so grateful for the organization. The funding that they provide is what helps us to recruit these students, to provide those financial incentives, to do some of these new things that we need to do to stay connected with those students. We absolutely could not do this without the United Way.
Yeah, we matter of fact that we were bragging on Denise here just yesterday. Your ears may have been burning. Mackenzie Disselhorst is in with us every other Monday, and she was talking about the in this all of this situation, this COVID situation, having the key people that we have in place in this community to provide the leadership, to provide the guidance that we needed. We mentioned Corey Mahaffey is one, and your name came up as well.
I just drink lots of coffee.
Yeah, and Mackenzie. I gave Mackenzie. I bragged on her a little bit too.
She's fabulous.
Absolutely. When it comes to the work of Kids in Motion, if we have folks that have questions about Kids in Motion, what's the best way to get more information?
Yeah, please call us at Douglas Community Services. Just Google us, the number's right there, or you can go to HannibalKidsInMotion.com, and you can connect with us there.
And if people want more information about the United Way of the Mark Twain area.
Always visit us online, UnitedWayMTA.org. Give us a call at 221-2761 or find us on Facebook or other social media, I guess, as well. United Way of the Mark Twain area.
And they can go there and find the podcast.
That's
too.
right. United Talks. Thank you for that plug every week, Harold.
Absolutely. 821 from News Talk 1070 KHMO. And we are back after these.